Hey, happy Friday, happy Friday. How's it going? It's your boy. Finished my due diligence for the day, and I couldn't wait to come back and say hello to my friends. Wanted to get back online, keep the momentum going. What I've been doing over here. I had a little song from my man Austin Whitsitt that I wanted to share with y'all that I ran into the other day. I didn't get a chance to play it. If y'all were with me yesterday, it was a fantastic hangout. Got to hang out with my man Peter for a while. A whole bunch of other friends came online. Got to chat, mix some ideas and whatnot. But yeah, how's everybody going? Hope you're having a fantastic day, an even better week. The weekend's ahead. The week strong is ahead. You feel me? You feel me? Can I get a 5x5 in the chat if it's okay? Just want to do a little sound check, make sure I'm all right. Bring up the chat so I can see what's going on. Friday, True Earth Summit Day. Today's the day, 3 o'clock Pacific time. So I think 3 more hours still. And then it starts officially over on the Jaronism, hosted by Jaron and Austin Whitsitt, of course. Shalom, shalom, namaste, grand afternoon. I know it's kind of like midday across the plain over here, especially over here in the western states. Shout out to my Denmark and Switzerland people. They probably asleep right now. Are getting ready for the Tour Summit. I know I'll probably be got a lot of competition today as far as content goes. So understood. More or less, this is kind of me just being kind of selfish, wanting to get better with the gabbing, the talking, the meeting people, the streaming. Let's sit up a little bit more. There we go. Hey, Miss Pamela, how you doing, sister? Good to see you. My man Melodome, as usual, holding your brother down. Make sure that you're keeping your spirits up to date, people. Make sure your spirits is up to date, because definitely the negativity is strong out there in the air. So we have to, combat a little extra sometimes, hook each other up, support each other, give them that mental and emotional support that we all need at times, we all need it at times. But things are going great. Things are going fantastic. I look around, even in the midst of all the crap and all the drama, there's these spotlights of hope, of shining beacons of other people and content creators and conscious individuals who are going through their own journey themselves. So us meeting here is no small coincidence. Not at all. Not at all. Greetings, Mimi. That's me from Z's Essays. Yeah, zinger. Let me put that on the screen. I love it. That's right. That's right. We're all a bit traumatized from Z's asylum, but it happens sometimes. Sometimes us crazy people escape from the asylums, and we're out here to share the stories of the adventures that we have at each other's different channels. And it's fun. It's how we meet each other. It'll always be the thing. I remember that one time I was on that show and everybody was like poking at each other and getting each other's feelings. Good times, good times. That's what we'll say in the future. If not now, I'll say it now. I'm just going to say it now. Good times all around. It sucks when, there's miscommunications and whatnot, and dialogue can't be more civilized. But I guess for some people, it wouldn't be as entertaining. There's a lot of people who love that type of energy, that confrontational energy. That's people love a good train wreck. People love watching the car crashes over and over again. And that goes with conversations too, I suppose. Yeah, you know how it is. But I'm glad y'all here with me. Dang, it's only like 5 minutes into this. I already got a great turn up. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Everybody just coming in. Check with yourself. Check in here. Make sure you're doing good. How's your body feeling? How's your energy waves feeling? Yeah, we don't discuss that a lot here. We kind of, in general in the community, we kind of go right past the self-care, the mental health check thing, and right into the whatever's bothering us or whatever's the point of a conversation for today, rather it be flat earth or Mandela or anything external that's fun to talk about. But What can you do about it half the time? Usually just contemplating intellectual conceptions of conversation and whatnot. Yeah, you know how it goes. But the link is in the YouTube chat yet again, my friends. Yet again, I summon thee to be a part of history here today, my people, my fair people. Come join us. Let us talk about good tidings and aspirations of things to come, great winnings and goals and achievements that you have set in place. I would like to hear about them. Maybe it will inspire yours truly to do the new things that you introduced me to, because Lord knows every day I've been very blessed. And I do feel very blessed because every single one of you and the ones listening to the future who don't get the notification right now, I love y'all too. And you inspire me to be inspirational and to try to do things differently, to step outside my comfort zone, which is usually my bed or my car, somewhere where I'm comfortable, and expose myself out here on the internet webs and, find my tribe, which I clearly have. Everywhere I go, I meet new and gorgeous faces with new pieces of the puzzle, as it were. Mr. Andrew, good to see you. Good to see you. The summit actually starts at 2 p.m. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you, Andrew. Comes in the clutch again with the great information, saving my ass from embarrassment. I don't know what I would do without you, Mr. Andrew. You're still creepy, though, but we love you. Yes, it starts at 2 p.m. Eastern, which is, yeah, there you go. So just in a few hours, you can leave this area and transfer your energy and attention over to the tour summit, where I'm sure you'll learn some more gravy every time I turn around. When you think there is nothing left to learn, somebody pulls something out of their Uranus, the planet. You can get it, bada bing. And yeah, like wow, I didn't think about it that way. I did not think about that particular perception. You know, and it's good. That's a good thing. That means we're all collectively adding to the mass conscious mind, asking the universe to send us more signs, more clues as to where are we, which is today's title. As you could see, where are we? That is the eternal question, the burning question inside of us all, is it not? Where are we? How did we get here? Where the hell are we going? How much influence in an interaction do we really have here? Or is this all predestined as a storyline, as an interactive movie? I don't know. All of it's fun to think about. Some people take it a bit more seriously than others, and arguments happen, debates happen, but therein lies the struggle, the eternal struggle, the fun of finding the where's Waldo clue of it all. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So let's get down on this real quick. Thanks for being here. FMX uh, open panel part 4, whatever day this is now. I've been doing it. This has been cool. This has been awesome. I've been having fun. I got some royalty free tunes, so hopefully I don't get struck again. Y'all messed up yesterday. My homegirl Ariel had to point it out 45 minutes after I thought I ended the YouTube stream. I started doing my music thing, having fun, dancing, playing my copyrighted music, and then boom, like immediately I got slapped with another strike. I'm learning. This is a learning experience for me on the do's and don'ts and what to press, what buttons are the ones that need pressing at the right time and whatnot. Mojo Shop is here, everybody. Everybody say hi to my man Mojo. Good to see you. One love for all. That's right. These are the type of comments and love. That's what I come here for. That's what I do this for. We all need it, especially at the end of the week. Some of us older folks, we need a little bit of encouragement, towards the end of the week. You start to lose a bit of motivation. But I'm here to remind you that you deserve this week strong, and to do all the things that you weren't able to do earlier this week. Don't try to, clock into that OT on Saturday if you can help it. Don't do that. Relax, take care of yourself. Make sure you pay yourself first before your bills. I've learned that the hard way. Pay yourself first before the bills. It's the rule of thumb. It's the rule of thumb. Try to get out of that poverty state of mind, you know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Now, I hope this looks, I asked Mr. Whitsitt, let me see if he texts me back, that this is not a copyright song, the one I like so much. I don't think it is. We should be good. Not a strike, but they do copyright for revenue on my song, which is complete BS. Oh, hell no. Really? So he got back to me. I don't get a strike if I play a song, but they'll dig into my pockets, basically. They'll dig into my pockets and say, oh, that money, those couple bucks you thought you get, yeah, they're mine now. That's YouTube. YouTube saying that. So we'll save that for Rockfin. It's okay. It's okay. Rockfin is the place to be. I'm also streaming on Twitch right now. Some people prefer Twitch over Rockfin. Some people got a beef with Rockfin. Um, it is what it is. You know, to each his own. To each his own. There's no pressure here. Wherever you want to hang out with me at is fine with me. Fine with me. No judgment here. I love you all and all the different platforms that you want to hang out at. That's why I'm there. I like it too. Want to be open and inclusive as far as inclusive and tolerability goes. You know what I mean? But please, by all means, if you're feeling something that you want to say, something you want to get off your chest, let us know how your day's going. If you're having a good day, if you're having a bad day, I don't mind venting. It's sometimes therapeutic for me too, being on the opposite side of the spectrum. As a man myself, I have been recently seeking therapy for my own mental issues to be a better person, to be a more understanding type of man who can look across a room full of angry looking people and kind of get a real crisp gist of probably what they're going through because we're all going through the same things. Good Lord, are we all going through the same things? And it's not just about where we live and those type of thoughts, but literally everything, the day to day bullshit. We're all going through it. We're all going through it. And there's not enough people out here saying you're doing a great job. You're doing a fantastic job. Regardless where you think you're at in life, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. We forget that at times. We think we're supposed to be other places. We think we should, have more things, have more time, have another chance at things. No, 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 no. Those things in the past no longer serve us. Now we serve each other. We serve ourselves. And in doing so, and healing ourselves and serving ourselves, gives us the ability to fill up our own cup, thus allowing us to pour into others. As I'm sure you have heard that meme before. It's a beautiful one. Very beautiful. I'm into the Eastern meditation philosophies. I'm sure you are too. A lot of us resonate on the same scale and whatnot. We get it. We get it. We can see the truth and even the most foreign ideologies and religions. I think this secretly bonds us as well, other than the questions of this realm and how it works and its intricacies, its systems, and its hypotheses that we come up with. It's fun and it draws us together. The stresses, the daily tribulations. Shout out Angela, just seeing you in the chat. I need to start looking over more. Let me go over to Rockfin. Hey, everybody on the Rockfin. Mark Woods on Rockfin with 3 other people that's not speaking to me, but that's okay. I love you, Rockfin people. Everybody, shout out Mark over there. Really appreciate the support, buddy. Really, really, really. And I forgot to give y'all the link to in Rockfin. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Bad me. Slacking. Let me hook y'all up over in the Rockfin, just in case y'all want to slide over and hang out with your boy on a Friday, doing our thing. Let me know what you're going to do this weekend. If anything at all, you're going to chill at the house. You're going to go watch the new Spider-Man movie, or you're going to set up a backyard garden. Are you going to get really stoned? I don't know. Let me know in the comment sections or click the link and let me know personally. How's your day going? How's the sun look over there? It's been a bit rainy here in Florida, on and off. It's how Florida is. It's raining, then it's not raining, and then it's cold, and it's hot, and it's even hotter, and then it's humid, and then it's not so humid. It's fun times. Big Pine Sailing in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend as well. Friday. This is the day. The day of Freya. It's weird how they name all these days that they got us used to, with all these different gods' names. Thor's Day, Saturn, of course, Sunday and Monday. I don't know why they gave up with Sunday and Monday. It's like they didn't. There's plenty of gods left. You're just going to give it to the sun and moon. I mean, they're cool and all, but there's not like a Stars Day. That would be cool. Stars Day. Switch out Saturday. It's Stars Day now. Got to give the stars some credit too. Thanks for catching up. Glad to see you too, my friend. Big Pine Sailing. Do not work too hard. It is hot out there in them streets. Very. At least it is down here in the south. I know it might be a little bit not so much up north. A bit cooler, closer to the center. But yep, these are the thoughts that are on my mind, usually on a day-to-day basis that I up until this week, I've only shared with a couple people, and of course, our Sunday show when I'm on the Melodome. But I figured I better start getting some more people into my conversations so I can figure out more faster using the power of the internet, which is you people. You are the internet, the minds. It's the internet does nothing. The AI will never have anything on the human collective intellect ever. Never going to happen. I don't care about the fear you can instill inside yourself, adapting belief systems that other will give you. It will never compare to the celestial intellect given to us, bestowed upon the Almighty Creator itself. Am I wrong or am I right? That's what I'm saying. There's nothing to fear here. We're always in control. We just need to take more control of our control and be aware of it. It's happening. I'm seeing it happen. I'm seeing it happen within myself, and I'm seeing it happen within you as well. Obviously. Look who's here. Look, wouldn't be here if you wasn't resonating with this. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't resonating with this. And we're going to do this together. So what's next? I don't know. I'm excited. Whatever it is. I don't know what it is. But something's going to happen. Oh, yeah. You feel it in your bones. You feel it in your muscle, in your buttocks. Yeah. Let me go. Background music going here. Way too quiet. I'm talking way too much with no background music. Yes, the mysteries. Ooh. Come on now. Go ahead. Click that link. Come on. Say hi to me on a Friday. You probably got paid today. Let me know about all the things you're going to buy or the stuff you're saving money for. I hope it's Flattoberfest. Those of us over here in the East Coast definitely got to save a little coin to go, but it's going to be worth it. It's the only major traveling I'm planning on doing this year, as I am trying to buy my own homestead and, not rent for the rest of my life. But here we go. Good vibes all around. 110%. Lev, good to see you. Welcome. You can go ahead and click that link too, buddy. Haven't seen you in a few days. Come on, let us know. Teach us some of your techniques. Man, I've been watching your channel. You and Miss Pamela got the good fire knowledge going on. So both of you, don't be shy. Come on up, say hi. And, we can rap about it. We can talk about it. We can, Reiki, hands over each other, heal each other, or whatever you want to do. It's all good to me. We put patty cake if you want. It's all good. Shout out to all my Z people from the Zetetic Warrior coming over here. I was hoping Z would show up. I'm always inviting him over here all week. I'm like, yo, come on over. You don't always have to be in your dark room, looking at us behind the screen with your beanie on. You can come and talk to us in the light here on FMX Radio and be, I think the positivity, too much positivity kind of pushes him away sometime, I think. But it's okay. Not for everybody. It's not for everybody. It's hard to be positive all the time. I wish I knew how. Probably impossible. Probably boring. Positivity all the time. It can't be that much better to be negative all the time. Or maybe it isn't. I don't know. Maybe it is. What else we got for you? The reminder, the True Earth Summit is gone. Yeah, we went over that one. This is my little thumbnail for today. That bitch is sick, right? Man, Austin from Melodome be hooking me up. I'll be making the thumbnails he does. Shout out to the Melodome, holding it down. Michael Brash has his show today. Gonna look forward to watching that. Hope it's a fantastic show for him as well. What else we got over here? Who am I missing? Let me know if you're not going to click the link, then y'all got to let me know how y'all doing. Where y'all at? What's going on? You going to the beach this weekend? Zetetic Warriors here. Yes. There he is. I love you, brother. Come on up. Click the link. You especially, you'll get the first one on the list. Let's share some of these good affirmations, and start this weekend off on the right note. That's right. All love here, baby. Come on. Angela likes to stay positive. I already knew that, Mama. We already know that. That goes without saying. You're a wealth of positivity. Even when you're arguing with people, we know it's all out of love. It's all out of love in your own perspective. That's respectable. That's right. Yeah, he got a new co-host. That's right. I heard. I don't even know who it is yet. Is here my old number one fan? Yeah, well, yeah, man. She's boss, man. She's a very big supporter of the YouTubians, of the content conscious creators. That's what I call us. We're not necessarily have to be flat earthers all the time. We can be true earth content creators, all type of stuff. Yeah, baby, yeah. We're just chillaxing though. In a few hours, I'll probably hop over to the rock fan, do my DJ thing, play some music because I messed up yesterday. I was doing our thing over here like we've been doing this week, and I thought I clicked over off the YouTube and got myself yet another strike from the YouTube gods that they don't like it when I keep not listening to them and continuously acting like this is some type of free world where you can just DJ music for people's enjoyment. No, 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 no. There's none of that. Not on YouTube's watch. What's this, Miss Pamela? I missed out. Ah, very good. Say hello to Mr. London McLovin. He's a good man. Good man. Enjoy. I'll probably pop in later too. I'm thinking about starting rating other people's chat live during while I'm doing a live. Do people do that? Is that like a thing? Like you do a live and you can like rate other people's live while you're live and combine lives together. Like, yeah, man. Yeah. I do take requests. Graph, I do. Unfortunately, I can't do it here. We have to wait over to the Rockfin side because I got so loosey goosey doing it for the last few months that they keep getting slapped, and if I keep getting slapped too many times, they're gonna delete my channel. So I gotta be good before I get on the list with Brian Staley because they do not like him more than like anybody. It's nuts. It's nuts. It's crazy. They changed the goalposts, they changed the rules, and they expect you to figure it all out without any notification at all. You're just like, oh, you didn't know you can't say those words anymore. You didn't know that. You can't say that no more. Oh, you didn't get the notification. Yeah, girls are boys now. You can't say they're not boys or all types of stuff. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. Come to Paul Unslaved Kingdom. I'm not kingdom. What's happening over at Paul Unslaved Kingdom? Am I missing out? Is there something going on? Hopefully, it's a bunch of love and positivity. That's what we need more of. That's what I need more of. Been trying to distance myself from too much animosity and you know anxiety energy. It's just enough of that in my personal life that I've been weeding out, and I don't want to bring that onto YouTube's. You know, try to keep it nice and funky, nice and groovy, nice and chill. More than anything, mellow. The energy of the day and the weekend is mellow. Being able to relax your mind and respond instead of react. You know what the difference between reacting and responding is? You know what the difference between acting and responding? 1 hour. 1 hour. You get rizzed. You feel disrespected. You get your cage rattled out of nowhere unexpectedly. Give yourself some time. Respond stoically and with humor. Yes. Who am I missing in the chat? Let me go over to Rockman. Say, hey, everybody else in Rockman. FE Nation's over in Rockman. What's up, homie? Going back and forth. Love you, brother. Thanks for always being here, hanging out, doing your thing. Don't work too hard today, man. Take it easy on yourself. Treat yourself. Treat yourself this weekend. Everybody, that's what you need to do because we're almost at the halfway part of the year. That's right. The 6-month mark is almost over. And we have the rest of the glorious 2023 to get used to. And with Jupiter rising, and supposedly, from what I understand, we're all supposed to have some good luck, which I'm sure is very much needed. It is over here, but I feel it. It's happening already. I see it in me. I see it in the community, and it's glorious. It's absolutely fantastic. I have some other edits to show off for y'all, but not just yet. Probably not today. They're not finished yet. And there's some small projects that I got to finish up before I start on this movie project with Troubling. If you didn't know, we want our efforts for a new project, community project, as much as possible. My man Nuba will be hopefully working with us too. He's been in the background hollering at me on Telegram. And we want to put this thing together, a short little mini series about FE experiences in a more entertainment form, not so much documentary or informative or flat smacking you so much, but more, if possible, a cinematic. I like cinematic movies. I like being a cinematic man. And I like, the tints, the drama, the showcase, the whole shebang. Not going to go too Hollywood or anything, but, it's got to be simple. We're not millionaires just yet, so it's got to be a a pretty small, low budget film, but it's going to be fun and to give us something to do and something to look forward to other than just, the same old, same old. Switch it up a little bit, give other people some new ideas that will hopefully plant subconscious seeds inside unwilling viewers who didn't even realize this was a topic, or maybe they did and didn't want to take it too seriously because there's still people in my life for as long as I've been into alternative information. There's still consistent, hard-headed associates and friends of mine that no matter what I show them or tell them or guide them, they refuse. So, but these type of people would be more susceptible if they were introduced in a way where they believe they came to the realization themselves. You know what I mean? You can take the horse to water, but you can't make it drink, sort of deal. So you kind of got to trick the horse into drinking it for his own good, but can't force it. But doesn't necessarily have to work that way. I suspect it probably will, though, because that's how most of us got conditioned into believing the original model through entertainment and constant barraging and conditioning, of course, too. That helped. Going to Rockfin, all right, Big Pine, appreciate it, brother, appreciate it. Check the comments again over here. I hope there's some love and hope there's some good comments going on over here. I hope there's no animosity, everybody. Be easy, be easy. One love. Let me know later. You can put in the comment section for music later on the Rockfin when I am on the DJ side of things. By all means, yes, click the link. Come on up. There's still nobody in the back room. Come say hi. Let me know your weekend plans or what happened this week. Maybe something I didn't hear about. I'm unplugged a lot of the time. So if I'm not on here, I've been talking to y'all lately. I'm quiet. I'm reading. I'm listening. I'm learning, working, being a dad and all that fun stuff. So I miss things. I don't catch everything that happens. I know a lot of it is unnecessary information. But if it's important enough for you, I want to know. Let me know by coming up here and letting the rest of us know. You don't even got to turn on your camera. There's no pressure to turn on your camera if you don't feel the need for it. Not by any means at all. But it would be nice to have somebody up here talking. Well, I can look at somebody else's face. Missing FMX Radio on Rockfin. I should be live over there right now, Dave. I should be live over there right now. I don't have it behind. Oh, I have it set to premium. I usually have, let me fix that. I usually always have it set to free so people can see it. Boom. Now it's set. Now you should be able to see it if you don't see me over there. Boom. Hey, thank you for the heads up. I want to make sure everybody's able to see because I'm on YouTube, so wouldn't be fair to have it behind a paywall on Rockfin at the moment. No. Oh no, well, I'm gonna do it. Then yeah, I have to separate it, Dave, because if I do it here on the YouTube, man, they've been slapping me. I've already went through 2 suspensions, and I'm on my second strike right now, so I got to be really, really good. Are they gonna take my channel away and I have to start all over again? Which I guess not the most horrible thing. I feel like most people know how to find me, and I've come up with a very similar name. I don't even know if I want to keep FMX Radio forever. I might grow and adapt, evolve into something else. I have on Facebook, I have True Earth University, which I'm about to change to True Earth Entertainment, just because I'm more about entertainment than I am trying to necessarily educate people, especially when I don't know everything. And you label yourself university on social media, which was in hindsight maybe not the best decision, but whatever. It was Flat Earth University at one point because I was playing off my existing stuff that was already happening in the community, but I didn't want them to feel like I was buying into their stuff or anything. So I switched it to True Earth, and now it's True Earth Entertainment. I think I'm gonna kind of run with that. Somebody had TEE, and I think that's a good little abbreviation, T right there. So Andrew B coming in the back room. Excellent, perfect timing, brother. I see you got your brotherhood insignia on. Son of
Yeah.
a bitch.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Bro.
Hi. Hi, everybody. It's me, Andrew B. Hi, Flatman. How are you?
You have a baby?
Who's it? Z. I hate that guy.
You got
I'm not Z. What are you talking about? It's Andrew B. Why did you make my name Z?
put on your camera.
Huh?
Put on your camera, man. What's up, lad?
No.
Come on, brother. Come on, put on your camera. Don't do that. Not over here. Come on, man. Come talk to
I'm
me.
not.
To me. Come talk to
I'm
me.
not camera ready. It's
Come on,
Andrew B.
man. Come
I
on,
love you, Flatman.
MZ. Pull up your pants. Pull up your pants and come on the camera. You can hang out with us, man. We got some stuff to talk about, bro. Let's talk. Let's chat, man.
No, I'm actually here for the Flat Earth bitches. I saw Angela Baby Carson here. Angela, I just wanted to let you know that I don't know, many of you know, but I don't know about Angela, but I will be at
This Brenda.
Flattoberfest this year.
Yeah.
No, it's not Brando.
All right, man. Come on, dog. Hey, Mr. Lev, how's it going, brother?
Hey, how we doing?
Good, man. Good, man. We have unexpected things happen, even here on FMX Radio. On week 1, I've been streaming, and it's been a ride, bro. It's been a ride. But thanks for joining us, man. It's good to see you. It really is.
Not access to the camera. I have to turn the camera on and off.
Oh yeah. Oh, Z. Oops, I accidentally muted you. What'd you say? Z, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Why are you muting me?
I
I thought we were friends.
Oh, Lev,
Sorry.
come back, brother. Lev, come back. Where'd Lev go? Come back, Lev. Come back. You can come back. I was hearing you. I don't know if maybe you have bad connection or something. We could hear you. You're more than welcome to come back, hang out with us. We got my man Z over here with his Illuminati insignia, doing the G thing going on, whatnot. What you say?
Drew, stop it. Why did you change my name? I hate Satanic Warrior. He's horrible.
Oh man, you love Satanic Warrior, man. Don't lie. Now who else want to come out here hang out with me and Z, man? I mean, you don't got obviously you don't have to turn your camera on. You're more than welcome to come over here and do our thing. You know, Ms. Mimi, come on in, say hi. Say hi. We can chat back and forth and do the thing. There's Lev. He's back. He's back in action. Say hi to Lev, Z.
Well, it's
Hey, how we
Andrew.
doing?
I don't know why you keep calling me Z. I don't know who that is.
All right, Z. This sounds good. Yeah, I like your insignia right there, like the yin and yang. That's my thing right there too, bro. I like it.
Yeah, fix me. That's my avatar. I still don't know how to use camera though. I could use it last time.
Yeah, we
I
saw
turned
you.
it on and off.
Yeah, we saw you when you were here the first time, but then you disappeared. I'm pretty sure.
No, I
Is
mean,
this
like
guy-
last week.
Are you a flat earther? Whoever you are?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know any like
Oh yeah. Oh dang it. Z's mic keeps messing up, man. I don't know what the hell's going on.
flat earther pussy?
Oh. Dang it. Sorry about that, lad. We're having issues. We're picking connection issues. Figure this shit out. There we go. What was that?
I'm asking this.
Oh damn it. Sorry. God damn it.
Like flat Earth dating sites. Are you looking for?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's crazy. Man, but this is gonna be a great weekend. What are you doing this weekend, Z?
Well, you mean Andrew?
Oh, that's great, man. Like I want to do that too. That sounds fantastic. How many you gonna smoke when you're there? You just gonna do a little drinking?
No. Well, I mean, if you're talking to Z, I don't know who.
Oh, hell yeah, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. What about you, Lev? You doing anything fun this weekend?
I don't know. I've still got loads of videos I want to do. I'm kind of like working around neighbors and stuff like that kind of thing, because if it gets too late, then you know what I mean, I'm kind of like next to their bedroom, so you know, there's a bit of a cut-off point and stuff like that kind of thing. Like, but and my phone's a nightmare. It don't hold enough memory for my videos.
I like your videos, man. You and Pam. I've been watching both of y'all lately since I started following y'all, man. Y'all real chill, man. Y'all real chill.
Cool.
Z's real chill too.
I know. I don't like him anymore though. He makes fun of me all the time.
All right, Z makes fun of himself too, though, so you can't take it personally.
I don't really like him, but I'm so happy because I was feeling lonely.
Well, it's not good to feel lonely. It's never good to feel lonely. And when you're with FMX, you will never feel alone. Hey, Lev, do you meditate? Are you a meditating guy? You look like you meditate.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've got there's that third eye exercise on my video at my channel. It's like 5 year old now on here. I made it in 2014. Like the idea of like quitting fluoride and stuff. So like, how would you exercise your pineal gland? You know what I mean? Like make the parts of it which you're supposed to use flex in a way and stuff like. So like, if you can think of a stationary image, like a still photo, you kind of do that all the time anyway. You know what I mean? Whilst you're in conversations, I'll say something, I don't know, a color, an apple, and you kind of, the image kind of conjures up in your mind or whatever and stuff like. But then like in terms of like the moving aspect of imagery, so with that you'd have like, you got like a center point, but then you've
Chris.
also got
I'm Chris. Excuse me, Chris.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know what he's saying, but can I ask him a question?
If it's polite, be polite.
All right. Okay. All right. Hi, sir. I'm polite. I'm not creepy or anything. Chris, I'm not creepy. Stop making me look creepy in front of everybody. Okay.
Z, you make yourself look real creepy, brother.
No, I'm Andrew. It's not Z. It's Andrew. Chris, stop it. Hi, caller. What is your name, pray tell?
Lev.
Lev?
Lev. Like, well, Lev, I've got my name there. Lev Kung Fu.
Nice. Let's get really down to business. You're a flat earther. I'm a flat earther. You know some ladies. I know some ladies. I'm really looking for some flat.
Okay. See, I love you, brother. I really want to ask you some questions right now.
Well, in one sense, I could answer it in a way without being like that in a sense and stuff like that. But you've got to be in the right frequency to attract, you know what I mean, and stuff like. So,
I agree. I definitely want to get my frequency there. I'm trying. I feel like I'm starting to attract people who are at a bit higher frequency than me, like yourself, who's already done these harder inner works to be able to calm your mind. And that's where really my question was going to go to. Not just me, but a lot of my audience and a lot of my personal circles have a hard time quieting the mind to really allow the third eye to, perforate, to open up, to experience new things. How do you quiet the mind?
You see, it's like being involved in something. If you're interested in something, if I get into Kung Fu, I so I can like get my teeth stuck into it as a way of describing it in a sense and stuff. Another way of looking at it, like reading a book. If you read a book and you enjoy it, you get into it and stuff like that kind of thing, it flows and it goes really fast. But if you're not used to reading, then it's like a challenge, and it's really difficult and all these kind of things. So like meditation there, because you're not familiar with the aspect of it, then it's kind of more difficult in a sense. So it's like those first steps are kind of difficult, like for a toddler kind of thing. You know what I mean? To actually learn how to walk and all these kind of things and stuff like. So that's like, meditation, it's another way of learning how to walk in a sense. So like a book, like diving into a book, like in the same as like what's in your pineal gland. It's like you have to dive into the water. You know what I mean? If you become submerged with that water, enjoy being there. You know what I mean? And the more that you develop that connectedness to it, you know what I mean, then the deeper you can go in a sense. So the deeper you can go, the more colourful, the more realistic, and you know what I mean, your interactions are, if you're like it's astral traveling, but then there's meeting entities and all these kind of things and stuff like. So you got all these other races we talk about, like in his ancient history and all these kind of things and stuff like. So or lots of things. There's a lot of things in like folklore and stuff like that, like mermaids and all these kind of things and stuff like that. But
are mermaids real? Mermaids real? Please tell me mermaids are real. Let's ask Z.
Yeah. In terms
Z's not here. Z's not here. Look, I'll believe in mermaids if they're flat earthers and they fuck
whoever
me.
you are, you You need to go get Z. I need to talk to him. Have many.
I don't like him. He's
Oh,
horrible.
he will
Look,
like
he's
that.
hate.
He'll
He's
like
hate.
that. Oh God damn it! Mike keeps going out. Fuck. When you get Z, you let him know that we need to talk to him about these mermaids. My man Lev just said the word mermaid. It's a trigger word for me because I love things fantasy. I'm a J.K. Rowling's type of dude, and I like Tolkien. I like all the fun fantasy things. Lovecraft and mermaids are on top of that list with the Fae and all that stuff. So please tell me they're real, Lev. Tell me they're real.
Yeah. Well, from my experience, I mean, we've got a lot of folklore which speaks about like mermaids existing on this plane. But from like my astral experiences, I don't know if that. Well, I think they're different planes of existence. You know what I mean? Different worlds in a sense and stuff like that. But because they're not because there's other places like it might have a green sun, you know what I mean, and a green sky and stuff like that kind of thing. Or, you know what I mean? So you've got like a definitely different place that you traveling to and stuff like. So yeah, mermaids and all sorts of things. Dragons, I've seen dragons and all that kind of stuff. The
Z,
AI.
dragons are real?
Sorry.
What is that?
You think Andrew? God damn it! Why you change it? I keep changing your name, and you're killing me. You're killing me, Z. You're killing me.
All I know is
You know about the dragon, Z.
I want to learn how. I want this guy to teach me how to fuck a mermaid. I'll fuck anything at this.
Okay, you're literally gonna get my channel a strike, bro. trying to get like a PG-13 rating in here, and you're like bringing me up to that 17 category. I'm never gonna get the audience I'm hoping to get. I love you, Z. I love you, Z. I know you're on your own journey and you have your own expressions of ways of saying things. My man Thunder Chicken's in here. Feel free to come on here as well. I know you and Z are great buddies and we have great conversations together. And I will Jerry Springer this shit out if I have to, because it's all love. We also have Anson coming in the back room. Good to see you, sir. Welcome to the FMX Radio Afternoon Show, Friday edition. Hanging out. How's it going? Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Mr. Hanson? Can you hear us?
Hey, Hanson.
We can't hear you if you're talking. I'm not sure. You there? Hello.
It's all gone funny.
How are you doing, my friend?
Two people speaking at the same time. No, can you hear me?
Yes, yeah, you're a little bit quieter. But...
Oh, right. There's a massive lag, like it's coming through 5 seconds after I say stuff. I'll have to leave. I'll try again.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. I know this happens, especially if you're on the other side of the realm. It takes time to travel through all the different undersea cables over to our various houses here in the Western world. So I get it. And I appreciate everybody, especially when the sun's down on their side of the realm. I think that's fantastic. And it's a dream come true to be able to reach out into the collective conscious of the internet and grab the attention of other like-minded men and women. This is uber fantastic for me, and I know that we've all manifested this at some level or another, and I'm sure if my friend Z, he will agree with me as soon as I turn on his mic, right, Z? He said yes. Did you hear that? He loves it, and he's expressing himself very vigorously behind that camera, and one day he'll turn that camera on and he'll let us know about his beautiful face, right, Z? Right, exactly. Lev's
I don't even know who Z is. He sucks. I wrote Z off a long time.
Zetetic warrior himself. He always has a plethora of wise words to say. You heard it here yourself. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And we're here with Lev. He's teaching your boy about meditation. See, I'm one of those people, I'm sure like many of you are, who have a hard time quieting his mind. And the more I try to quiet, when I focus on quieting my mind, Lev, what happens is then I start focusing on quieting my mind. And then it's a whole new thought that I'm trying not to think about, which is the thought about not trying to think about it. And it's like a paradox for me.
Yeah, it's more like jumping into a swimming pool. You know what I mean? You'll see, you can get enveloped into what you're doing and stuff like that. See, it's a different, because it's like you've got that aspect of like, there's a meditation where you allow thoughts to come and go. You know what I mean? And you compare that to like your like waves on an ocean, and they come and they come in and they go away just as easily. You know what I mean? You don't hold on to them. You don't retain the thought or that kind of thing. You're allowed to allow the thought to process, but allow it to complete as well. Rather, because otherwise you get into that overthinking aspect of things and stuff like that. So as it as new thoughts come and go and stuff like that, you kind of, it's unnatural for the brain not to think. You know what I mean? So if you're trying to have the goal of the empty mind and not have thought at all, that's really not natural. It's like suddenly the oceans don't move. You know what I mean? And stuff like the oceans are always in flow and stuff like that kind of thing. So that's what that meditation kind of teaches you. You know what I mean? It's like allowing things to come and go. You know what I mean? And stuff like so. But like that one that I teach, that train meditation, that's about focusing. It's like what I was saying earlier about like your peripheral vision, like flexing them parts of the pineal gland and stuff like that, so it's used to that kind of experience in a way, or using those kind of parts of it and stuff like that. So it's like it's damaged, isn't it? We know we all the fluoride and stuff like that kind of thing. Like, so it's like it needs that kind of maybe a kick in a sense and stuff like it doesn't. It doesn't. It's gonna like in 2014 I was still heavily fluoridated. Only just quit. You know what I mean and stuff like so. Weren't really much difference for whether it could affect me or whatever. But then back in 90s when I used to practice it then, it still worked. You know what I mean? Still had like third eye experiences and stuff like so. The fluoride's not strong enough. Basically, it's good enough to create the mind to be in a certain way, so it's easily for us to be distracted. Something comes on TV and everybody talks about it at work, etc. I mean, we're all in that flow of like cajoling each other to keep with the narrative. So anybody talks about ghosts or spiritual phenomena and stuff like that kind of thing, it's going to laughed off really easily and stuff like that kind of thing. But yeah, like I said, like that train meditation, it's a focus exercise. So you're doing something rather than not doing something. And with that, because you do it for an extended amount of time, then that pineal gland's flexed enough so it can release its own DMT. And then you can, it's kind of like the what's it called, the thingy wheels for balancing have been removed in a sense. So like you can like your stabilizers, that's it. You see, like whilst you do the train meditation, what you do, you're focusing on the back of the train, and then you got your peripheral vision, which is you go through like a tunnel or whatever, like a cave or I don't know, underground train. So you've got like you've got like a all walling, whether it's rock and light catching onto rock, so you've got dark and light and stuff like that kind of thing, like or it's brickwork or bulkheads that appear lighting on ceiling, all these kind of things and stuff like that. You're gonna get into like a repetitive imagery for you to understand it and stuff like that, a constant pathway kind of thing. For instance, like the wooden parts at track. If you're moving, following train, then that can be quite blurry. You know what I mean? It can look like strobe effects and stuff like that kind of thing. You can get that to like loop over in your mind, and then you know what that looks like. And then you got like how the light cascades on the tracks.
Everybody can
and,
see
like,
him trying to talk.
So the light moves around like that kind of sense. So it's only like a little bit of imagination you have to use to create that. You know what I mean? So once that's kind of in flow, everything's moving in your peripheral vision. You can look back at the train and stuff like. Once you
he welcomes you to the show, everybody. You just spontaneously get into the oh damn it, he kind of already keeps disappearing. Come on, Z, come on, man, stay up there.
I don't have any light. I'm in a dark room.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I'm on the Rockfin.
Oh, you're on the Rockfin side? Excellent. Good to have you here, brother. How's your side of the realm?
You're still lagging a bit. I took the camera out and it's just the mic now.
That's okay. No worries, brother. A lot of people don't.
Cool, man.
Works better with that way.
Yeah,
so
we'll see how it goes.
Any new information we need to know about your side of the realm? Mr. Z is very curious to know.
No, Mr. Z has to leave.
No, don't.
Adios, guys. I'll see you later.
Come on, man. You're beautiful. Stay here.
Z doesn't want to talk. Andrew wants to talk.
Oh, Andrew doesn't want to talk. He wants to talk later. Say hello.
Come on, Andrew. I love you.
On the light, man. Show your face.
Where are you? Kisses and hugs. Not much love, everybody. Flat man, dude. Keep doing your thing, big dog. Keep doing your thing.
Well, thanks
homie.
for coming anyway and hanging out for a while and playing around, man. We love you anyway.
Yeah, maybe next time you'll let Andrew be talk. You won't just mute him.
Leave Andrew alone, man. Come on. We got a lot of cool stuff to talk about.
We love you, Andrew. We love you. Come on, come on. All right, much love, homie. Much love, everybody.
Yeah, have a great afternoon, my friend. Have a great afternoon.
Cool, man. Peace.
Cheers, Ed.
All right. Sorry, Mr. Anson. Please, you were saying.
Oh right. Well, I mean, just well, I mean, I live in Wales, so. When you are you guys on the east or west coast?
Where are you at, Mr. Lev? I don't know.
I'm in Yorkshire, West Yorkshire.
Oh, cool. Right.
About in between Blackpool and Scarborough, so there's not much difference in a sense and stuff like. I'm not on Pennine though.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Not a massive distance from where I am then, on the mid coast of Wales.
Oh, excellent. Well, I'm glad both of you across the pond are over here with me. I'm in Florida, over here on the west side of the Florida, on the Gulf side. Very hot, very humid. A lot of non-drivers that live here. I'll just let you know. Very frustrating driving around here, but you take the good with the bad. So what's going on in Wales, man?
That's it's felt a bit like Florida here in the last few days, to be honest. What with the crazy kind of the crazy weather that's been going on and the raising temperatures, and they're talking about another heat wave, another set of strange weather conditions. Of course, we all know what's causing it, and it is this thing of causing havoc and stress to people, and it goes back to what we're talking about, the meditation and finding that headspace. I think one of the main problems isn't so much people not wanting to get into meditation or being able to do it as having that environment where it's a possible, it's a thing anyway. But it's a lot easier if you live out in the countryside and you don't have the distractions, but it's accumulation of things, of the stresses that are put on people. You literally haven't got the kind of the focus, but we try, and there are things you can do. Going for walks, finding, getting in, closer to nature always helps. So yeah, we're all doing our best.
I've got a series of videos which I've titled them like the war on nature, to explain what's kind of going on, and stuff like. So like we when we're spraying skies and stuff like that kind of thing, it's not just people, it's like the plants and the wildlife as well. It's like when you go into nature, you're sharing your auric field with those trees and plants and animals and stuff like. So that's why it's so healing, because like that's where we're from, in it. Mm-hmm. It's gonna all like. If they destroy nature, they destroy us.
Absolutely, and this is what's also disturbing is when you mess with a medium like the atmosphere that we all share, from plants to fauna. There's no one that's not affected by it. This is the sort of thing which is designed to affect the entire plane, the entire Earth. And that's the other thing, it's not like there's a place on Earth where you can escape the problems that are happening now. It's everyone's in it together, and we're only going to get through it together, which is what I love about these sort of place where we can actually take the load off each other by talking about stuff.
Facts. Well, I'm with you there, brother. Exactly, and if that's the least I can do, because my own circle says I can be pretty positive at times, but you don't want to see me when I'm not on that side. But being here has been a bit more therapeutical. I've been able to talk with awesome people like you that live across the plane and see and really feel that the same struggles are happening across the realm, regardless of where your feet happen to be planted. It might be in very slightly different situations, but it's the same crap. We're all struggling the same energetically, emotionally, intellectually. And yes, we do need to support each other and to remind each other that none of us are in this alone. And we have the numbers at the end of the day, even if most of the numbers don't realize whose side they're truly on.
Mm. And this is the thing as well. It's like, it's not. It is going to be a case of that tipping point where enough people are on board with a certain way of thinking to make that change. And that's I think that's the balance of things, isn't it? Of the number of people that are going to support the system as it stands, and those that sort of drawing their energy away from it and then creating something new.
I agree. Very well said. Very well said. The tipping point, if it's not here already, it is right around the corner. From my perspective, we're literally witnessing it happen. You got to kind of look a little, squint your eyes a bit, but it's there. It's happening. And this stream right now is proof of it. Is very, very much proof of it. As a year ago, I was analyzing, comparing it, my notes from a year ago, and I wasn't doing half the things I'm doing now. And it's growing leaps and bounds. It's resonating with the right minds and the right souls and the right consciousness, and it's only a matter of time before everybody notices it, and it's too much on the tilt end for it not to be very potent and hold some ramifications. Austin from the Melodome just arrived. How's it going, buddy? Check 1 2, check 1 2.
What up? You hear me?
Yep, yeah, we hear you, man. Welcome FMX Afternoon Melodome After Show. What's going on?
What up? Just got off work early.
Really?
So I came home. Yeah. There's a lot of bartenders there tonight, so I decided I was gonna slip out. And right now I am lighting sage and just walking around my house because we're not just talking heads, we're humans. We're dealing with shit every day. And I don't know if it's in the position of the stars or in the ether or something, but like me, I'm always trying to put out mellow vibes, high vibration, good vibes, high energy. But lately, it just seems like everywhere I look, I'm getting negativity and almost like feeling attacked and all of these things. So it's kind of hard when you're the person always trying to put out that vibe. Sometimes you need that in return. And, I don't have many people to go to for that. I got my wife, Chris, I got you, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm appreciative for FMX Radio right now, I
appreciate that, brother. That definitely wouldn't be here without your, continued support. You among most of anybody that's on in this chat right now and ever. So, this is what we were just talking about. This is what Lev was just talking about. It's what Anson was just talking about, that this is what we need. This, and you obviously need to hear this today more than anybody. This is part of it. You have to feel the lows at times, and you bared witness to my own emotional roller coaster ride this year. And when I was in a very dark place, I tried to keep it to myself as much as possible. But of course, you have the inner circle. Austin, being one of my inner circle, has seen me on my very lowest. And today, our friend is having his own adventure. But these are the experiences that make, when you feel the high notes, that much more potent, that much more grateful. You can't really be that grateful for how much in abundance that you have as an individual until you really hit those low points. Even during the abundance times, it's a new level of challenge, spiritually, intellectually. It builds character like no other. This is beyond.
Yeah, I've been telling myself mantras all day.
Good. And that's a good practice. We tell each other mantras are, I know we used to, hip-hop rap back in the 90s. It was full of mantras, telling ourselves things we shouldn't be uttering out loud. And this week, why our main focus has been words of power, the words we say and the influence we have on other impressionable minds.
Hey, I'm gonna jump back on my computer, bro.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. We'll be
I'll
here.
be back.
What do you think, Mr. Lev? What are you thinking? Is the world ready for this shift in consciousness? Do you see it too?
Some of us are ready. I spoke to somebody yesterday who were like, somebody who's never entertained the idea of it being flat at all. He couldn't understand it and stuff like, and he got everything wrong about the idea of it and all these kind of things. Like, you know, I think like the disc floating in space and all that kind of stuff. Like, so some people are a little bit doomed in that kind of sense. But well, I don't know. Just in that kind of where they are at the moment and stuff like that. I think that so many people have woken up to it that it spreads, doesn't it? You know, that like, you know, the acceptance of something. So like, you know, once those people are kind of like living their lives, going out drinking and going to work and not having a minute to think about it anyway. You know what I mean, and stuff like. But eventually, there'll be that many people which are kind of already awake that, you know, the truth will be thrown in the face, kind of thing. Like you know, when I became a truther and stuff like, and introduce it to my friends and my family and stuff like that. And I'm showing them evidence, you know what I mean, actual proof of what we're saying and stuff like that kind of thing, and contradictory evidence towards the globe and stuff like ships not disappearing behind a curve and, you know, etc. etc. But but you know, it's really difficult for some people. You know what I mean? It's like you know, I've done something bad. You know what I mean? And there's like a guilt thing, because like a lot of people when they wake up, they start to feel like there's no barrier between that individual and God, so he's got to be honest anyway. You know what I mean, and stuff like.
Let me real quick give a shout out to Justin Johnson sending in the $20 super chat. Appreciate that, buddy. Everything being sent here will be put back inside the Belladome After Hours FMX show. Upgrade equipment to make sure I get my ass over to Vegas, because I definitely want to hang out with all you awesome, beautiful people. It will be the lowest point of my life this year if I don't make it. I'm very excited about it. I can't wait to see everybody there. Well, yeah, I know it'd be a pretty far flight for y'all, but would you two be able to fly over to Vegas this year? Have you ever been to Vegas before, Mr. Lev Anson?
I've never
Yes,
been
yeah.
to the States.
Never been to the States. Oh, this could be your first time.
Well, that's the thing. I won't get on a plane now. The last time I flew, I felt really bad about it, so I decided not to do it again. I mean, I could come on a ship, I suppose.
Yeah, that ships still exists. That's right. Just don't take the open gate one. You know, I'm sure you heard about that going around.
Well, I could work my way across, maybe.
Yeah, do the Eskimo pass right over through the middle, right through the north, and right over.
Yeah. Because the thing is, I think on the flat Earth map, it's not actually as far to the States as on the globe.
Right. Yeah, they're probably lying about all the distances in general.
Yeah.
I've heard lots of rumors about how all the flight industries take elongated paths to, one, charge more, and two, you know, to kind of initially hide the supposed shape anyway. And I've heard rumors where you can't really fly over the north because of the magnetic shift, a big hole in the ground, a tree stump. Heard a whole bunch of different excuses, but you know, it's there and it's happening. And yeah, maybe you can get over here in a few days if you start right now. Come on.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be exciting though. I can't wait. Michael Alex, Conspiracy Music Guru's in the house. What's up, my brother? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. He's also on the other side of the pond with you two gentlemen. Got some really good people over there, some great supporters and listeners, very talented individuals. I respect you all in your own rights, have very, very unique skills, and you have to offer a lot. And I really am honored that you would take the time to be here with me and my man Austin from the Mellow Dope, doing our thing. It means a lot, gentlemen. It really does. It means a lot that all of you people in the chat room, on YouTube, Rockfin, and the Twitch would take time to come with this stranger in my little bedroom and hang out with me, you know, across the realm. This is neat. We're living in the future, people. Can you believe it? We don't have to fly in cars, but hey, at least we got instant access communication. Better than nothing. But just a reminder, Jaron has texted me. Want to let you beautiful people know that the True Earth Summit begins today. It is happening today. That's right. It's time. All the commercials, everything that we've been talking about is here. All these people, all these small faces in the circles will be there from today, tomorrow. Is it Sunday too, or is it just 2 days, Austin?
It's
2 days.
today and tomorrow. I think it starts today at 5 p.m. Eastern. Not sure what time it starts tomorrow, but my presentation is at 3 p.m. Eastern. It's gonna be a good one. Yeah, Melodome 50.
Melodome 50 for your discounts. You already know, though. We're doing a thing. Lev's hanging out with his Anson, our brothers from across the pond from another mother, hanging out, talking about meditations, talking about conscious experiences, and how all this is entangling into something quite unique, quite unexpected. If y'all were to guess an educational guess or a hypothesis, what will be the next thing? Are you down with the fake alien invasion? A lot of people's eggs are in that particular basket. Or are you looking forward to a second coming of the Jesus? Maybe a Buddha or Krishna? What do you think, Mr. Lev Anson?
Repelling the AI invasion. They exist on the astral planes, so
You didn't give
I
me
would
an
wear them
option
in-
for Godzilla, so I'm just saying.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
I feel that we're getting blasted with every sort of danger and possibility to take away from the simple facts of what is actually going down. You know what I mean? And this is what we're getting as well with the sort of the horror aspect of the stories they're giving us through the media. You know, they're all in that, you know, that submarine about oxygen and everyone's visualizing it. It's a very psychological thing. I don't really buy into any of it, because when you see that one of them, they're having you on, it's like the boy who cried wolf. You're never going to trust them on any of their stories after that. So I can't really. I can't even know if any of it's true. I mean, I'm definitely, the alien thing's been going on for a long time, and I think it's just gone beyond ridiculous now.
It's a twist on truth, I believe. Just
Well,
like
you
all
do-
the space narrative.
Yeah, maybe,
These
yeah, they
other-
could be, yeah.
There
These
is a
other races
psychological
exist.
thing to that whole submarine thing. You are right about that. When people, envision others being trapped in that, and then that does take them to a lower state of vibration. That's why I don't follow any of that, and you wouldn't catch me doing some dumb crap like that. But I will say that, to me, whether it's psyop or not, it's getting
Yeah.
pushed out to distract people. And I mean, there could have been more than one thing that has happened while this distraction was going on. And I know one of them is the FDA has approved lab grown meat to be sold here in the United States at the grocery stores.
Yeah.
And no one's talking about that because everyone's talking about the
Oh, yeah.
submarine.
Yeah. That's crazy, isn't it? Because people will be actually eating this stuff without realizing it, probably, before they even know it's out there.
Right, because no one reads the labels.
No.
No one even reads articles. They read the headline and keep it moving.
Everything's pre-packaged as well. Like it's
Yeah.
more difficult to like buy natural unprocessed food and stuff like. Most of it's like remanufactured and torn apart and then put together again, or I mean, you don't know what they've put in it then. I mean, or what it is either.
Yeah, I even
like
have my
it is.
children when we go out and get food. Even my children are looking for the GMO labels. So that don't happen over here at this house. Not anymore, anyways. Of course, it's all I'm constantly learning, changing, trying to better my life, and that is one of the many steps. Is trying to make sure what I'm putting in my mouth is actually food.
Yeah,
It's
right.
actually beneficial to me.
Yeah. Because that is definitely one of the main avenues that people are under attack, is from food and water. Obviously, that is the thing. That's one of their main avenues, really.
So they've been like trying to get us to rely on them, haven't they? Like for years, like I mean, it's been like the easy option to buy off them. I mean, to go to a supermarket and just like buy all your food like that and stuff like. It's tinned so it lasts longer and whatever else and stuff like. And then as time's gone on now, it's getting to the point where you haven't got another option. So now they're putting all prices up and they're making all food kind of not good for you. What I mean? It's like now we want to turn away and say no, we don't want that, but it's really difficult for us to do that. You know what I mean? We need to really prepare and stuff.
That's right. Unless you've got your own land or your own sort of allotment or something, you'd have to be rich by just organic food that's, 100%, if there's such a thing as even obtainable nowadays,
The amount of people that live in flats and apartments and stuff, you know what I mean, which don't have gardens and stuff like.
I do think it's getting better though. I feel people are getting more aware and more on the mission with, stuff like, knowing where food comes from and that aspect of things, than they were.
I agree. I think so too. Or maybe our awareness of it has just allowed us to be more aware of those people or people like us. But yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Point is coming. All right. We got one Mr. Conspiracy Music Guru coming in. Everybody say hello to our friend. He's your neighbor from across the pond. Alex, Michael, how's it going?
What's up, legend?
Oh, that's it. That's better. My mic was muted. Sorry, man. Hey, what's up? You're a bunch of legends in my eyes.
No, stop. We new kids on the block here, man. You're the legend. We're following your lead, man.
Yeah, right.
Man. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. Not at all, man. But no, man, I'm enjoying the conversation. It's late here. I'm just about to crash in the next sort of half an hour, so I thought I'd just pop in and say hi and and respect and everything.
Much love, brother. Much
Yes,
love.
thank you so much. We always love having your voice here on FMX Radio with so many other friendly voices. We hope that this resonates with everybody who's listening here now and in the future. This is the vibe here. This is the vibe. The Melodome extended hours, as it were. Keep it nice and chill. Look out for each other. Put them aspirations in each other's ear. Because as we're now hearing from everybody from all across the realm. I need to get some South Africans in here. I need a couple of Russians too. I mean, sprinkle the whole realm in here at the same time, so we can all hear it from the horse's mouth that we're all going through the same thing, and nobody hates anybody. Everybody's just indifferent, as it was, a bit confused if anything, but we're all on the same mission, and it's fantastic that kind of coagulating here energetically. So I'm very honored. Thank you, Alex, for coming in right before bedtime, buddy. I appreciate it.
Oh, not at all, man. I was just, hearing the tone in your voice, Austin. You sounded a bit down, man. And there's definitely something in the air. I just had a good friend of mine. I haven't heard from him in a few months. He just texted me and said, "Look, I'm feeling really down," and he's even used the word suicidal, which is like really strange for him because he's really upbeat and it's like, what, what's going on? And I'm like, the only advice I could say is like, are you near any sort of, have you got an EMF meter? Are you near any towers? Like do some digital detoxing, get on the beach and ground and all that sort of stuff. Because the stuff that's going on with frequency and what they're spraying in the skies, I know it's all demonic and fucking evil stuff, but you kind of you have to have one eye on the enemy and know what they're doing. But there's some really sort of, I don't know whether it's astrological and it's written in the stars. There's some, new age sort of stuff out there about, this turmoil that we're going through energetically and all that sort of stuff. Maybe that's got something to do with it, but I don't know. But I'm just here to say, we've gone through our own tribulations here as well. I'm just want to give a bit more of a positive spin on it and say, hold tight and, and just try and, be positive. Get away from these computers that we're all sitting in front of now and, just get out in nature a little bit more, and ground and detox,
man.
that sort of stuff, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I'm just glad, FMX. Glad you're doing this, bro. You might have to hold it down for a while, bro.
I don't mind. I feel like I've got a lot of my trauma, energetic trauma that's been, holding me down in the first half of this year. I'm really using this conduit and this opportunity, especially with all these awesome people here with me right now, to kind of catalyst me through the rest of the year so I can keep these vibrations high. I just had, I got this idea that these evil frequencies that they try to overcompensate for and convince us that their frequencies are better than our frequencies. I believe that we can beat that too. And it doesn't take much. We don't have to go destroy all these towers like we think. Can they be deadly? Maybe, possibly. There's some remnants,
You know what?
collective evidences, but
I don't think it's any of that crap. It is people, and it is
people
like the vibes you're putting out here, bro. I appreciate it because that's what people need to be doing. You're not having content talking about other people. You're here trying to better yourself. This is therapy for you as well. It is could be for other people. That's what you're trying to do. Me and you have conversations like this on the phone all the time. That's why I started it, to help people. And you know what? A lot of people in this community eat each other. This community eats their own all the time. It's gross. And it's hard to be one of the people that don't go down that route. It's hard to be one of the only people to not pull that trigger. I want to. But I'm not. Because the melodome ain't like that. Because the melodome is a tone. It's a state of mind. That's what I wanted when I first came in here. That was my vibe. Like, I found all these new truths, and then I hit that live chat, and then, are these people real? Are they fake? What's going on? Let me see what's up. And then you meet some of them in person, like Chris, who became very close friends. Some, I guess, are seasonal, and I have to face that fact. Some can be permanent, but some friends are just for the season. Maybe to help shape you, maybe to help shape them. But everything happens for a reason. And it gets fucking overwhelming sometimes. Like, I got this presentation to do tomorrow that I'm done with. I'm ready for it. But I was challenged by the creator, I guess, the universe, whatever it is, the spark, the spirit, the thing that pulls on me all the time, was telling me that I was being challenged to focus my energy into that presentation. So it's going to be a fire presentation. But I think after this, I'm going to take a break. And I'm going to let FMX hold it down for me. So, because that's what I got to do in order to even keep doing what I'm trying to do.
Do it, brother. You sound like you need a break, man. And you've been like so prolific, you know, putting out 2 shows a week, 3 shows a week for fucking years now, bro. And that's got to take its toll, you know. And I couldn't do that. No way, I couldn't do what you're. And you're holding down a family as well, let alone all the other stuff you do with the merch and everything. It's. I understand how stressful it can be, and there's a lot of toxicity in this community, and I've seen it, and I've been the brunt of it myself. So, dude, take a break. Fuck off for a couple of months. Do detox. Just do what you got to do, because something somewhere is telling you that you got to do this. So you know, we'll be here for you when you get back, man.
Facts. He knows that. We all go through this. Everybody goes through these times. Everybody, and we all handle it differently. But that's why we're here. That's what, you know, as negativity and certain individuals in the community and whatnot who have a hard time expressing themselves correctly, or at least very least compassionately. And we just got to remember that that's what it takes. That's what it takes to become the better person that you are already. We're forging ourselves. We're tempering our mental capacity and our emotional behavior. We live in the emotional dark ages. This is facts. There is no point in history that I have learned about where the collective consciousness was so concerned about their mental well-being, and as we should. Period. Everything starts from a thought, the good and the bad. And depending on your environment, especially if it's not a very nurturing one, you could end up on a very south side of things, as it were. So it's enough of that. And now we're here now. We know this now. We are not our parents' generation, nor any before that, but we do have our ancestors' blood in us. It reigns in us. Everybody who's alive today, because their ancestor, on some level, at some point in time in history, was a warrior. They fought with swords and shields on the battlefield. So we all come from divine warrior bloodline. And they try to make us forget this. They try to put our attention to the past and have us fearful of the future instead of enjoying the blessed present that we have now to our disposal every day. And it's an honor to be here among you, very strong, very conscious, very highly intelligent warriors. You really honor me of being here. I would be nothing. This voice would not be here without you, knowing that it resonates not just with me or my friends, but other people, other souls, hundreds and thousands of miles away, some of you. But the words and the feelings are the same. Expectations are high. Hope is even higher, rightfully so. We are winning this game. Except enjoy these trials and tribulations while they last, because when we master it, we will be met with another, and we will conquer that as well. But we conquer everything that's ever came our way. Nothing has took us out yet. I don't see anything down the way that would. We are the great ones. We're the ones that we've been waiting for. Now it's on us to do the hard things and make the hard choices. Sometimes hard choices have to do with people, events, and situations. Sometimes these people and events come back, sometimes they don't. Either way, it's a glorious day, and we're very blessed to have it. Things could be so much worse. Godzilla could be real. And as cool as that would be,
Bro, I would love to see.
Scary.
Listen, back to that topic though. Back to that topic. You didn't list Godzilla coming out of the water, dog. So we got aliens, we got AI. What else did you say? Was that it?
yeah.
What else we got? Oh yeah, you said Jesus,
Yeah, Jesus. Oh, yeah.
or it could be the devil posing as Jesus, right?
See, that's pretty scary. Like,
But I want Godzilla coming out of the waters. Let's see some giant lizard coming out of the waters, dog. No one ever wants to say it could be a kaiju.
No, because just too many dead.
Like, come on, man. We got people talking about petrified kaiju. Why can't there still be a kaiju that's alive?
Because then we wouldn't be alive. It would be the last thing we ever
What
see.
if it's been sleeping?
And it's going to be hungry when it wakes up and like, oh, look, snacks. Look, there's Alex Michael.
I'm just
No
playing.
more conspiracy music.
But yeah, man, this is, I'm glad you're doing this now. And
No, I
this is
appreciate
good.
you, man.
This is what we need, bro.
It is what we need. It is what we need. And if I got to be the one to turn on the camera and bring us all together, then so be it. Because why not?
Yeah, man. It's important. People can't do this shit alone, right?
No, Rome.
People like to think they can, but reality is you can't.
Well, as where I'm coming from, not a single person in my family or any of my friends, apart from maybe one, have actually come back and accepted or talked to me about flat Earth. And like I say, I've been in it for like 2.5 years. So, I think some of them realise, but that's it. It's even after all that time, where I am at the moment, it's just me. So without the connection with you guys, there would be nothing in terms of being able to express, all this stuff, which is really important to me.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. It's
yeah.
a place you want to go to and feel that connection and not feel alone.
Yeah, and actually be, learn about the world with other people,
Yeah.
in other words, get an education
Yeah.
as an adult. It's like
Yeah.
my university, my school basically now. And without that, you wouldn't have how they always used to go on about education, how important it was. Well, it is important, but the real education is important. And then that's when we bounce ideas off each other and work together to discover new things, not just sit in a class and get told stuff,
Agreed. To take it a step further, Austin, we have to accept that we might even lose even more people along this path, for the ones that God seems to be calling upon for certain information seems to be a very small number. And although it's tilting towards that goal where there'd be more people that's curious and interested and accepting at least the idea that there's an opposing model of our home and then what they originally told, that there's still going to be even smaller number of those people, even as they're waking up, that's going to get almost left behind in a way, unless we stay fixated and stagnant waiting for them, which wouldn't help us or do us any service. So that, as we continue as a collective to grow, we'll pick up new people and then more people will fall off. There's going to be certain lines in the sand that are being drawn for some people that's going to inhibit them from being able to accept even more possibilities and could be possible realities. And some of these realities might not be able to experience if you haven't beat the qualifications to experience said reality, which could be simply as raising your frequency through meditation, getting rid of the harmful side of ego, because not all ego is harmful, but it can be. What do you think,
Just to
Mr.
be
Leto?
tamed. They call it taming the ego, or taming the tiger. Sorry, it's a downward block to prevent a kick. But so it's like the action of it is one aspect because you're doing it in physical, but there's intention and then understanding as well. So you've got mind, body, and spirit in the movement. So it's like the movement's like a meditation in itself. You know what I mean, and stuff like, because you're understanding about taming that ego as well, like in a way. Just like the ego, it's part of you, so it needs to be tamed so it doesn't run wild. You know what I mean, and stuff like. So it's kind of work with it in a sense and stuff like.
What about you, Mr. Alex? You meditate before you go to sleep at night? You look like a guy who can meditate.
Do you know what? Do you know how many times I've tried to meditate, but I can't? You know what? I'm the type of guy that cannot be hypnotized because my mind is constantly on the go. I struggle with sleep like massively. It's been a pain in my ass for probably about 30 years now. I really struggle with sleep because I've got this creative mind that's on the go constantly. So to get that thing in my head that's like constantly on the go to a meditative state is really, really, really tough for me. I've tried it so many times and I just can't get into that zone.
What about when you're singing? It's like if you're singing, you've got to remember like the entire song which you're doing, but you're like in the moment as you go through it, aren't you? Like driving a car.
Yeah, it's not really. No, when I'm singing or performing or whatever, there's so much stuff I have to concentrate because I'm doing multiple things. I'm singing, I'm trying to remember the lyrics, I'm trying to perform, I'm trying to play the guitar and remember the chords and blah blah blah. That's probably the polar opposite of a meditative state. I'm doing a million things at once there. So no, meditation is really, really tough for me. It's a place I'd like to be, but I don't think I'll ever experience that meditative state in my life because I'm just so wired to be like just this thing that's constantly on the go and constantly thinking and constantly creating.
See, I've got a meditation where you focus onto it. So it's the same as like driving the car, reading the book, or playing, singing songs and stuff like that. Because you're going through the flow of it and stuff like. So as you focus onto it's the trained meditation kind of thing.
I hate performing when I'm asked to perform at a live gig or whatever. I don't do them anymore, or summits online. I don't do them anymore because I don't get into that flow state like somebody like a natural entertainer, like I don't know. Someone like Jimi Hendrix, for instance, who's just in the moment, like really there, just really lost. I'm not doing that when I'm performing. I'm thinking, right, what's the next line? What's the next chord? And I'm really not in that flow state, which is why I hate doing it. I'm in the flow state when I'm in my studio and there's no eyes on me and I'm not thinking like, what have I got to do to not fuck up here, right? Because in the studio,
you're allowed to when you do it live.
So yeah, I'm far from a natural performer, and I can't get into that real, flow state.
Lies. You're not a natural performer.
It's true. I'm telling you, I'm not as natural as people think. So
he's an AI. Everybody, he's not even real.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough for me to perform. I'm not naturally funny. I have to really think about doing funny things before that's why I like hiding behind the editing software because that can make me seem a lot better than I actually am.
And the power of editing, right?
Yeah, you know that, man. You know that.
Very much, very much. Yeah, I can make a lot of people with their uhs and ums and e's and go away. All of a sudden, they talk like a freaking NASA scientist. Bada bing. Oh, this is fantastic, guys. I'm glad everybody's spirits are starting to pick up a little bit. I can hear it in your voices. This is excellent. What time is it on your side of the pond over there, Alex?
Oh, dude, it's 10:30 at night. Sun's just gone down.
No, that's not that bad.
Not that
Excellent.
Bad. Well, it's quite late for me because I'm in my 50s now and I like to go to bed like 10, 11 o'clock. And
you're a spring chicken, man. You got another 53 years left in you.
I hope so because there's so many more albums I want to make.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't wait to hear your 100th birthday album from space. It's going to be great.
I'm thinking about getting AI to record an album for me because I just don't have the time at the moment.
You better hurry up before I AI you. And they're like, look, no, he just came out. AI Alex came up with a new one. He's a Globey now. I told you, Globe.
A globe you so.
A globe you so. Yes. Hell yeah. Good times. Creativity. That's what it's all about here. I love it. switching that energy. I'm just ciphering it from you right now because I'm coming up with these ideas. I got to pin down troubling so we can go get our first shots for that movie we were talking about earlier this week, the mini series on YouTube. Everybody put it in your consciousness and help it perforate out in the ether, work its way back to me and troubling. Can't wait to start filming that. I'm excited. Can't wait to see what y'all people think. Haven't even started doing anything yet. It's going to happen. I can feel it's going to happen. It's going to happen like us going to Vegas. Going to happen. It's going to happen like us, feeling free, feeling, confident, feeling stronger, feeling blessed every day, getting better. That's the trajectory. That's what's happening. It might be hard to see some days. Take a step back, take a deep breath. You see it. It's there. It's there, man. Good tidings, good things all around. And you got this. You got this. If you listen to this voice, you're one of the ones who's got this. Don't doubt yourself. Don't do it. Waste of time. You don't need that energy. You got this. No doubt about it. Like breathing air, like your heart's going to beat again for 60, however many times for the next minute. You got this subconsciously. It's ordained. It's destined to be. So motivated.
You'd be really good at one of those positive speakers. You know, those people that, like help you like with your affirmations and like just really help you just get. You ever been to one of them sort of seminars where there's someone that's positively speaking and you'd be really good at that.
I do like Tony Robbins.
That's the kind of guy. Yeah.
Tony Robbins. He's a good, gentle giant. Would love to meet him one day. He oozes positivity. Like the man, I don't think anything bad can happen to him. Like Jesus, you get to that level. It's like nothing bothers you. You're like, my mom passed away, but it was a good thing. And
but do you think Tony Robbins has his bad days? He must have his bad days.
100%. Yeah, unless he's an actual, clone of a different Tony Robbins who's just perfect now. Yeah, he's got to. Why would he not have a bad day? Why is he get?
But he can't. If he's a product, right? He can't afford to show that he has bad days, right? But I guarantee you that he's having some real shit times, like all of us are, right?
Right. I look at him as I don't know. I've never met him personally, but from the energy signature I get off him from over the years that I've been known about and watched him kind of grow to a young man and to the gentleman he is today, who still gives out that same level of energy, that he's probably done enough of his own inner healing to where when he has those bad days, he can adjust better than most of us because he outwardly, actively, consistently works on himself, which is what he's always.
He knows it's a state of mind, and that's what we're dealing with, really. When we're dealing with, like we're having a tough time at the moment. It is kind of really a state of mind, and so he's probably better at picking himself up and dusting himself off and going at it again. So that's quite a skill.
You've got to remember that a lot. You were talking about Tony Robinson, right?
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of these guys have been to public school, and if you can survive that, you can probably survive just about anything,
Yeah, I'm a public school survivor myself.
Well, there we go. Yeah.
Probably most people over here in America, public school survivors, as most of us aren't rich enough to go to a private school because it's very, 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 very expensive here.
Oh, no, I meant it. Sorry, not public school. That's what we call a private school.
Oh, reverse. Oh, well, there you go. I did not know.
Yeah. Boarding school,
Yeah.
A lot of buggery going on in those places.
Absolutely, and everything else. So it's like it's a tough thing, and that's what people don't realize. It's like you think the privileged people sort of have a perfect life, and they don't, And a lot of the trauma that comes out later, and a lot of the behavior is to do with the sort of upbringing they get in these places,
Would you suggest that that's why the politicians like take fucking Boris Johnson's for instance, right? He do you think he's been brought up in these elite traumatic kind of? Do you think he's had a real traumatic life? Do you think he's these people they breed psychopaths, right?
Yeah, well, this is it. I mean, the public school, the system, they take you away from your parents when you're young. They put you in this institution with all these very weird rules. With your, prefects and you have to do and all the rest of it. And they mold you, basically. They mold you into the future ruling class, but those people are, in fact, they've been messed with. That's the thing. You think, the people that are actually in most need of help, funnily enough, are a lot of the people that are the abusive people because of the trauma that they've gone through when they were children.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at people like Tony Blair, when he first came to power, like you would think, oh, what a nice guy. And he was very good, very eloquent, a good speaker, and he spoke well, and he had a nice accent. But as you look at him as he's got older and older and older, you can see the demon in that man.
Oh man, yeah,
Super Palpatine looking dude.
Yeah, well, a lot of us saw it back then, but now it's just crazy. I mean, he was the worst sellout, Tony Blair. I mean, yeah.
That's why it's going to be hard to think that whoever's supposed to trick us, the Antichrist or whatever, he's going to trick the whole world. I mean, really? Because almost every time when you have some old guy talking about some weird New World Order crap, they look as evil as the words they're saying. They don't look like somebody who means the best for anybody. I think it'd be pretty easy.
Dude, have you seen the head of NASA at the moment? He looks like a fucking reptilian.
Yeah. We're just waiting for them to pull off their skin and be like, all right, we're tired of hiding. We rule all of you little humans,
Yeah,
and King Charles, of course. Oh my good, when he tries to smile, it just comes out as a sort of grimace, doesn't it?
Mm.
King Charles as he is now, because he got crowned, didn't he?
Such a weird.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I wish they.
Hey man, I'm gonna step out. Hit me up.
No worries. We'll talk to you
after
later,
the
brother.
stream. Hit me up after the stream.
We'll do.
Much love, Austin. Keep
Much
your chin
love,
up,
guys.
mate.
Thanks.
Later, Alex.
Nice one.
Jalen, Anson, much love. Everybody in the chat. Peace and love.
Awesome. Austin from the Melodome. Shout out. Hope you feel better, buddy. Keeping the vibrations high here. And anybody else who needs some healing, who wants to vent, who wants to say some peace, you're more than welcome to join me and my buddies that's on screen right now, doing our thing, putting out the high vibrations, putting out that Tony Robinson energy, I'm being told. And that's a good thing. That's a good guy. And we could all use a little bit of that good energy because there's enough to go around. There's actually more goodness than there is darkness, but the darkness is so tricky and with the little deceivious, hypnotic ways. They can actually convince us, sentient alpha beings, that we are lesser. Ha! We laugh at such a thing. The plight of their weakness only shows their devious hand. We got this, and I'm very, again, honored. I just want to remind everybody, I'm very honored that y'all all take time out on this Friday where you could be doing almost anything else. You could be drinking anything. You could be out at a party. True Earth Summit starting. I'm sure there's a hangout doing there, but you're being here with me, and I'm loving it. Really am. I definitely needed this, so I hope y'all needed this too, because where else are we gonna get this from? All the support, all the love. I don't know. I haven't found it. This is it. This has been it for me.
Hey, do you want to hear something interesting? I received an email a couple of days ago from David Icke's ex-wife.
No, David
What?
Icke, the David Icke,
The David Icke ex-wife, Pamela, and she's a big fan of my work, and we've been going back. Yeah, we've been going backwards and forwards for the last few days, and it's been some interesting conversations. Giving me some insight, not so much into David's life, but the kind of life that she was living, and schmoozing with a lot of these, the music industry types and that, and yeah, I mean, I shouldn't say too much because these private emails, but I just thought that was interesting that she's emailed me out of the blue, like she found me through Jim Brewer.
Oh man!
And she loves the true solfeggio stuff, and I would have to throw in here. I'm sure she won't mind me saying this, but she's been looking into flat Earth, and I believe she's flat.
I've heard David. I've been following Dave. God, man. I mean, at first I found Alex Jones when during my awakening, like the early 2000s or early 2010s or so. And then from Alex Jones from InfoWars, all the political side of things, I inevitably ran into Dave. And then I followed his whole story from the beginning when he went to South Africa, from being a sports host for soccer and shit, and then doing his whole. It was crazy, and the way he's able to put history together with these overlays of dragons and stories that kind of fit the lizard reptilian imagery from the different historical stories from across the realm. I'm like, wow, this guy really did his homework. It's pretty fascinating. But why are they just letting him tell the whole world about?
Yeah, exactly. That's when she said, "I'm sure you know my ex-husband, David Icke," and I was very tentative. I was like, "Yeah, his stuff really resonated with me back in the day. Not so much now." And I wasn't going to say that to her, but I'm saying,
right?
Why does he not? He talks about the moon about as if it's some fucking spaceship, and he will never ever touch flat Earth, and he doesn't, touch on the Apollo nonsense. He doesn't dare go anywhere near NASA. So I do believe there's a control aspect, and but he was very essential. He was an essential stepping stone to my awakening. So was the Alex Jones. As fear-based as all that stuff was, it was essential to my, to where I am now. I have a very different view of those guys now, because, like I say, I do think, if somebody is giving you so much information, but they won't go to a certain point of that, they won't go any further, then that's the very definition of a gatekeeper, in my opinion. So I'm still being very polite, and I don't know what the breakup was with those two, how amicable that was, but I just find it interesting. And she was referring to the planet as a plane, and she said she just watched Level with Me, which had my music in. She said, "Oh, great music in Level with Me." I was like, "Oh, have you seen the other two Level movies?" And she's like, "No, please send me those." So I sent her those. So she's watching all the flat Earth stuff. It's like, oh, and I felt like saying, for fuck's sake, why doesn't David talk about this stuff?
I almost think it's a pride thing. I don't know. I never met him or emailed him or his wife, but from all the years and all the interviews that I've ever listened to, and his speeches, his 10-hour-long speeches that he'll give on stage, and take breaks. I used to watch all of them, no matter the Wembley, wherever he went, I was watching. Even if he was repeating himself, I wanted to hear it again. And I think when you hear him talk and he's so confident about it, I believe he believes what he's saying. But since he did his own research, for him to kind of backtrack and now take away all the space stuff, the Anunnaki, and now his story's got to change. And even though a lot of us, especially this community, would be fine with him adapting our model into his, so that way we could kind of compare notes and it might even fit better. Most of his profit still comes off of, I think, seemingly a space-based audience. So they acquire that space to be there for his aliens to come to Earth. They're not allowed to be at another pond right outside the wall, door, the dome, whatever, And but I've seen him in other interviews recently, since our community's been a thing in the last 7 years, where everybody's asked him, and he kind of fumbles on his words, and where you can kind of see like, yeah, I've been looking into it, and yeah, there's something there, but then he kind of like, I don't really know.
Yeah, he'll go around the houses. I've heard him try to address it before, and it's a painful experience to hear him talk about flat Earth. He dodges and ducks and dives, but again, on the other, during the whole COVID nonsense, he was incredibly vocal about that, and I was like, oh, fucking much respect, David, like really cool. But like, why won't you touch this? Like, why are you dodging this subject so obviously?
Yeah, again, he just seems like the type of man who has a certain amount of pride in him, especially when he holds down arenas charging $600 a ticket.
It's not pride though. Is it pride or is it control?
Pride. I at certain points, I don't think you could. Not everybody has to be controlled. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson, I think it's like pride with him too. They've gassed him up so much. You don't need to convince him he's right. He already feels he's right. So the behind the scenes, to people who knows that he's like a human shield, they put him up as a smokescreen, put him on television, the movies, the news, whatever, and there you go. You don't really have to tell him what to say, because he's already going to say what you want him to say anyway for free, or on his own volition, as opposed to giving him a script and then being kind of ingenuine. But I could be wrong. I don't know. Just hypothesis.
Yeah. So if he's still following a space narrative, then that's still good for government in a sense, isn't it? So, but it depends whether it's like, whether it's. My mate used to be right into David Icke and stuff like that. He passed away last year and stuff like that. But even last year, I've not really had a chance to like show him content for Flat Earth and stuff like. I'd explained it to him over the phone a few times and stuff like, but he weren't having it. It's like, is it because he was so invested into his research and because of all the UFO aspects of it and stuff like that kind of thing, and it kept him on that kind of idea that he just couldn't let go of the idea of it because of that. You know what I mean? So he was still on Globe in that kind of way and stuff like. But I mean, is David Icke a bit like that? Has it prevented him from researching it properly? How much has he gone through? Does he see natural proof and stuff like that kind of thing? A natural, put it to his own work, or does he feel like it contradicts his work?
You would feel that
There's
he's
a lot
had
of
enough
questions.
people in these truther circles. You would feel he would have enough people throwing this subject at him to a point where it has to be researched at some point. But if he's not going there and not presenting it, then there's either a cognitive dissonance there, which I wouldn't expect from someone like David Icke, who's gone like so fucking far and beyond with the reptilian stuff. You'd think he could open his mind to this. So I just think that there must be some puppeteering involved there somewhere.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. I really can. I mean, that kind of adds up, especially with our, mildly conspiratorial mind. So can definitely see that storyline playing out.
Yeah, I've
I will
got.
say he was essential. He was essential to, I when I first started opening my eyes to all this stuff, I would listen to Ike like every day, and he was, when he did a thing at Wembley, I tried to get tickets to go, but eventually I got it was sold out, and I got online tickets, and it was like a 10-hour thing, and I was just glued to that laptop all day. The information was incredible. I was drinking it in, and all of that stuff were very fond memories for me, because it was like my whole journey. And like I say, he was a very, very essential stepping stone. I don't think I would be where I am today if it wasn't for Ike, but I see him in a different light now. So, every truth teller has their purpose, I guess.
So where are you with the reptilians nowadays? Do we still think they're a possibility, or that they're facts, or is is it just a trick of the camera?
It's on the table for me. Let's have a discussion about it. I wouldn't dismiss it.
Yeah, I think that could be one of the biggest. What was in the Bible? One of the lines where Satan's best trick is to convince you he doesn't exist, and everybody has their own interpretation of it. But it could be something as literal as this demon walking among us in the form of what we would consider to be reptilian-like, but really it's just a whole nother species. Hell, there's even ancient alien concepts where dinosaurs, if they kept evolving, they would basically be superhumans with extensive life and super strength, and they can see in the freaking dark and all this stuff. Like, that's great. That's awesome. Super dinosaur men people are ruling over us. That I'm sure they would love that storyline.
Yeah, I've got a friend who's really, well, for a long time has really been into all the alien stuff. And he actually said that he was abducted when he was a child and taken to a base. And what struck me about him was the level of detail that they claim to have, of like all the different planets and all the solar systems, and then they're from this area and this. And that's what made me suspicious, really, was it was almost like there was too much information, and it was like, well, where do you get all this information? And he was saying, well, these some people have written books, and in these books they claim that they got direct messages from these aliens, and they passed on all the information. And I was thinking, well, they've passed on whole books of information, which these people are now saying is true. It's just too much, And then this is one thing, and then it feels like there might have been some truth in it to begin with, but then it became this story, a bit like the space thing. It became like this science fiction story, and people's imaginations got away from them, and then all of a sudden, it's they're from another solar system and all the rest of it. So I genuinely think something happened to him when he was a kid. There could be aliens that live underground and abduct people, but not within the framework of all the things they claim to know about, how it all works and that.
Have you, David Icke, one of his stories with one of my favorite ones that stays in my head, when he interviews this now deceased shaman from Africa called Credo Mutwa, and their stories of how the Greys, what Greys are basically underdeveloped reptilians, and that they're not from space, that they can go up in the sky, but they're from underground, subterranean. And there's different versions of them, and the bigger, bulkier reptilian ones are the ones that can shape shift and do all the mind trickery and live long lives, where the gray ones are actually wearing a suit. The gray is actually an exterior suit that he says that they wear, and the big eyes are more like lenses, so that way they can be on the outer terrain and kind of survive, because I guess that them being in moist, dark areas underground, they're not really outfitted to survive the best, and unless they're outfitted with certain layers of their whatever the hell it is. But then, he's saying that there's these bigger ones that, control things, can telepath, and they don't really sleep. It's kind of freaky. David Icke, man.
The Chitahuri, I think the
Chitahuri, yeah. Chitahuri. I think I have that. Actually, if anybody wants to see that, I believe I have that particular interview on my Rockfin, and I would bring it up now, but YouTube didn't want me to play it because they don't like, I don't know, they don't like Credo. He's a good guy, and it was a good, awesome story.
And he comes across really genuine in that interview, right? I know the interview he's talking about. Yeah.
I mean, he's not paying anybody for it. He's willing to tell anybody who wants to hear about it. It's not like he's charging you to sit down with him to tell you some BS story for him to make money. He seems like he was pretty happy living in his freaking little pueblo or whatever it was. Yeah. And it's not always about the money. A lot of these people, especially in other countries, they're just letting you know their experience, their perception, and what they know. Of what are their belief of what they know, and they're given history, like we all do. If this is one big simulation, hyper advanced type of system we live in, I mean, it could be everything all at the same time. It could be everybody could be getting what their core beliefs is, because us being partial co-creators here. The reality doesn't really have choice but to do what our thoughts are most thinking about the most. And what are, if we're thinking about questions, we'll inevitably find an answer. If we're thinking about wonder, we'll inevitably find new questions. The ripple effect, fractalization.
It's because it's an aura, though. It's like you're that micro of that macro. So that macro is as much as you are of it. So, I mean, it's only whilst we're alive that we experience that kind of like separation in a sense, because we're in that like yang energy, kind of the hard energy. So really, if we were like fully connected, I mean, it's like our psychic ability would be much better than like the internet, or what they'd ever be able to create the internet to be and stuff like, I mean, like with all the, what's the other thing called? That other.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Going back to the sort of the David Icke and the aliens, and also the indigo thing. See, I do subscribe to the idea of the indigo and crystal races as people of a certain consciousness being born. But what I don't go for is where the thing is, it's almost like people had realizations and they had to fit it into the space heliocentric model because that was the available one. And once they'd done that, the whole thing got carried away, and this whole science fiction thing got kind of drawn into the new age thought that people were becoming more in tune with their spirituality and stuff. Which is a shame, and there was obviously that's what they want. They don't want us to be thinking about ourselves and going to meditation. They want us to be thinking about, we must be indigos from the planet X, or Z or whatever, rather than we're just consciousnesses born into this realm. That those stars are something. They could be portals, but not where there's no need for spaceships or anything. I think that's when people become like the science fiction takes over,
I do like the science fiction though.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun for like to muse on, but it's when people are saying it's like trying to explain where we came from, that we came from another planet. I don't really see that. It's not, it's not going to get us to where we want to go, because it's taking away again from the responsibility of ourselves on this earth, rather than thinking, we're different from other humans because we came from this other place, Well, you did come from a place, but not within that sort of way in a spaceship kind of thing,
Yeah, it's seeming less and less likely. And I still have some personal friends who believe that we are what they call star seeds or whatever, or some of them still subscribe to the Zachariah Stitchin idea that the former humans were just slaves. Digging gold out for these, just these greedy reptilian astronauts who come to Earth just to steal our gold. What bastards! It's our gold, goddamn it!
I know, and it's a great story.
It is. It's a fantastic story. I can't believe they haven't made it into a movie yet. Honestly,
Well, I'm going to love you and leave you guys, and I'm probably going to have some nightmares about reptilians now.
Well, write it down so we can put it in the mini-series we're going to make together.
It's
Thank
nice
you.
hanging out with you guys. Much love. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, brother.
Nice one, Alex.
Love you.
Peace
Talk to you later, brother.
Peace, bro.
Excellent. That was Alex Michael, the conspiracy music guru himself. You've seen him all over the place. Go buy his CDs. There's only a few hard copies left. You can check out his website over on his page. I also have you can find him easy on YouTube too. Also has all his links there as well. Fantastic. Yeah, we're about 2 hours in. This has been a great conversation yet again. I really appreciate you two for coming and hang out with me. I know it's probably a little bit late on your side of the pond as well too. What are y'all doing for the rest of the night over there?
10 o'clock at the moment. So it's not too late. It's just starting to get dark.
Oh, it's just starting to get dark. Okay. Yeah, eventually, I talk to y'all enough. I'll know your schedules and I'll see how the sun is traversing around at the proper times. Big pinwheel in the sky. What a glorious, glorious time. Shout out, Warning Skydome. Peter, good to see you in here. You're always welcome to come on again, brother. I'm sure you have to work tonight. Shout out to your kids and your beautiful garden. It was awesome seeing all your achievements in your personal garden yesterday when you were on, brother. Really appreciate that. It was awesome. And shout out to everybody else. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Don't worry about if you're not. It only gets better from here. Good affirmations to all the woo-woo energy. I'm sending it out with my fingertips through the camera, right through your phone, into all your different crevices. Just feel it. Tense. It's there. It's here, baby. So I think I'm going to take a little break myself. I'll get a little hungry. Going to have some dinner. I'm going to pop on a Rockfin later. If y'all won't feel like dancing, hearing some music, talking some more noise, and sharing some more joys with me and the boys. Hey, it rhymed. I like to do that time. I'm a poet. I didn't know it. How you like that? So let me let you go. Mr. Lee Shaolin, thank you, sir, for coming and hanging out with me. We have to get together again. I want you to teach me more about meditation and how to help calm my mind. I know you said it's practice. Practice does make perfect. And I'm going to take some time out starting this weekend to obtain that degree. I want to do that. Thank you. And you, Mr. Anson, thank you, sir, for coming and sharing and turning on your camera. I'm glad the connection worked out for you. You know, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Everything. See what happens when we put it out there? Good things happen. Good people show up. And, you know, good affirmations manifest into reality. And that's what this is. Everything that's happening here now, all you awesome people here now have been manifested by me and by yourselves. You know, to vibrate to the people who want you around. I want you around. I need all of you around. Our energies combined are kind of like the Power Rangers or Captain Planet. Come together. Energy everywhere, blasting through the screens. But stay tuned. I got more edits dropping your way. You'll catch me on the Melodome. And I'm hoping I can keep doing this. Hoping the motivation, the commitment can still be there. And maybe our little side of positivity of the FE community can just grow and spontaneously combust into something bigger and more majestic than we can ever imagine. Because why not? You know, why not? Any last words, my friends, before we get out of here?
No, I'm just thanks for having me, and yeah, I'm gonna see if I can stay up long enough to catch a Tribune show at 3 a.m. here. So that's 5 hours. But if I don't, then whatever, innit?
I understand. If anything, take a nap and set yourself an alarm. That way.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah. All right. Well, sweet guys. Well, I'll catch you on later. Thanks so much for clicking on the link and hanging out with me. It wouldn't be as fun without you here. I really do. It means a lot. Chat room. Thank you. I love you guys. Keep your chin up and your expectations positive, because that's what's going to work. It's always going to work. Stay focused. Stay true. Take care of yourself, and I'll take care of me for you. I love you, and see y'all later. I don't have an outro yet, but I'm going to make one this weekend, so I don't want to do anything too much. Love you. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. Make sure I got something here complete. Thank you.
Greatest form of control is when you think you're free, when you're being fundamentally manipulated and dictated to. One form of dictatorship is being in a prison cell and you can see the bars and touch it. The other one is sitting in a prison cell but you can't see the bar. You think you're free. What the human race is mass. You can't see the bar. You think you're free. What the human race is suffering from is mass hypnosis.